So next we are going to see about biobotany, ecological adaptation. So today's class we are going to see about the ecological adaptation. So what are the adaptation found in the particular habitat that plant which lives? So what is ecological adaptation? It's a modification structure of an organism to survive or live successfully in a particular environment. So that is called ecological adaptation. So the plants which are live in water and wet places are called hydrophytes. They are divided into 5 major types. Free floating hydrophytes, they floats on the water. Rooted floating hydrophytes, they rooted, they are floating at the surface of the water, but it was rooted at the bottom of the pond or river. And submerged floating hydrophytes, they rooted but remain submerged under the water. Then rooted submerged hydrophytes. Then amphibious hydrophytes, they can lead a life both at the land or nearer to the water and also water. So 5 different types of ecological plants are present. The plants which live in water alone. So plants float freely on the surface water. Example, Icania pistia wolfia. Rooted floating hydrophyte. Root fixed, but their leaves, flowers floating on the surface. Nilumbu nymphia. Submerged floating hydrophytes. Completely submerged in water, not in contact with soil and air. Utricularia is a good example. Then rooted submerged, they rooted completely, but it's submerged. Hydrilla and Vallisneria. Amphibious, they adapted for both aquatic and terrestrial mode of life. They grow in shallow water. Example, Ranunculus typha sagittaria. Then morphological adaptation of hydrophytes. So roots are absent in Wolfia, but in Hydrilla poorly developed. And the roots are covered by root caps instead of root packets. And in other hydrophytes, root packets are there. So instead of that, they are having root caps. Example, Icania. Okay, it prevent the more entry of water in that in stem. So what are the modification or adaptation found in the stem of the hydrophytes? Stem is long, slender, spongy and flexible. In some plant the stem is thick, short, stoloniferous, spongy in rooted floating forms. It's a rhizome. It's a tuber-like structure. Then vegetative propagation like runner, stolon, stem and root cutting, and then dormant apices and offsets. So such a type of reproduction will be present in the hydrophytes. Adaptation in leaves. Generally the hydrophyte plant's leaves are thin, long, ribbon shaped. It was found in the Vallisneria. And then in Ceratophyllum the leaves are dissected, smaller and dissected. Then floating leaves are large and flat in Nymphia, that is lotus. Iconium, petioles become swollen and spongy. In emergent forms, leaves show heterophyly. Submerged leaves are dissected, aerial leaves are entire. So the two types of leaves are found, so they are called heterophyly. Example, Limnophilia and Sagittaria. Then anatomical adaptation. So internal structure of root and stem. So what are the major cell adaptation found inside the root and stem? Cuticle is completely absent and cortex is well developed. Vascular tissues are poorly developed. Mechanical tissues are generally absent. Physiological adaptation of hydrophytes. The ability to withstand anaerobic condition. They possess special aerating organs. So here free floating hydrophytes, you can see that plants Pistia and Icanium. See the runner of the plant, offset. Swollen petiole. It makes the plant float easily on the water. Then the roots are protected by root packet. Stems are spongy in nature. So petiole means the stalk of the leaf, that is called petiole. Okay. Then here offset means a group of leaves or bunch or clumpy of bunches of leaves present at the top, and the base bunches of root. So such a type, and both are connected by a stolon. So that is called offset. So like that they are arranged in a group form, that is offset. See, you can see the other plants here, Nymphia, Hydrilla, the Pistia, and then Vallisneria plant, lotus. See the flattened leaf, a long stalk. The flower was floated on the surface of the water. And this is also a rooted plant, and dissected leaf. You can see the dissected leaf. See the Hydrilla plant. So this is also some kind of Sagittaria, two kinds of leaf, dissected and larger leaf. So this is the internal adaptation. So many air chamber is present in the cortex of the stem, internal structure of stem of the hydrilla. So it makes the plant float on the water.